Hey YouTube, it's Chris with Frozen Soldier Airsoft, and today is the day when you guys have reached 1,200 total views on my channel that I do a review, unboxing, and put a link to this awesome Airsoft 5.56 EOTech Replica Holographic sight. The first thing that you're going to notice is that it comes in the same box as the Matrix ACOG sight. So that leads me to believe that maybe this Airsoft Holographic sight is made by the same company that made the Matrix ACOG. So the first thing that you're going to notice when you open the box is that it has the same high quality styrofoam as the Matrix ACOG. So upon removing the styrofoam, the first thing that you're going to notice is that it comes with a pretty cheap cleaning cloth. Yeah, you can use it if you want to, but I have a million of these, so I'm probably just going to throw it away. So the next thing that you're going to notice that comes with your holographic sight is this pretty basic manual. This is pretty useful. It tells you it's got 20 different levels of brightness, and it's always good to know how to work your sight when you first get it. And finally, what you've all been waiting for, the Airsoft Replica EOTech 5.52 holographic sight. So as you guys can see, I brought up my secondary camera here so that way you could clearly see the awesomeness of this 5.52 holographic sight. So the first thing I'd like to go over is that it does have somewhat of quote-unquote trademarks. It just says right here, for law enforcement and military use, and then a caution sticker that tells you, caution, laser radiation, do not stare in the beam, blah 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 blah. So that is kind of neat that they decided to add that on there. Now this isn't a marked or licensed EOTech clone because this is from China, so it's not going to have the legit EOTech licensing on there. So the first thing I like to start out with is the build quality. The build quality on this thing is amazing. It is made out of heavy duty aluminum and some rubberized polymer. Now this is a very heavy duty sight. You can beat the heck out of this, assuming you don't break the lens, but this is a very good sight for the money. I got this for $36.95 with free international shipping. I mean, what is better than that? So I'm just going to kind of point off where the metal parts and where the plastic parts are at. So basically the metal parts are here at the bottom where your tack rail goes in, this bolt that likes to keep moving inside of out. And then, obviously this cover right here. Now everything else is made out of rubberized coated polymer, so it makes it feel really nice as well. It's really durable and a little bit shock resistant. So now moving on to where the battery would go. So simply pull up on this lever right here, and it's a little tough to get. There we go. But that pulls this little battery pack out, and this is where you can put your two AA batteries. So now moving on to the real part of the review. This is a sight, and yes, it has an amazing sight picture quality. So let me show you how you turn it on. So to turn it on, you simply press this arrow button or this arrow button. It really doesn't matter. I usually press the one that's labeled on, just, because it's habit. So once you click it on, the first reticle that you're going to see is a green one. Now to change it, you press this NV button, which on the real EOTech stands for night vision, so that way you can use your holographic sight with night vision goggles. Now obviously, since this is a replica, like I said previously, you don't have that option to go night vision. But this does in fact change your reticle color from green to red, so that is pretty cool. The next thing I'd like to point out is the brightness settings. So it does, I believe, have 5 levels of brightness. So right now it's on its lowest setting, and to adjust the brightness accordingly, press the up or down arrow. So if you want it brighter, simply keep pressing this button until it's as bright as you get, like so. And then if you want it dimmer, simply press this button in reverse, the down button, so that way you have a dimmer sight picture. Since this is an EOTech replica, it does have 100% adjustability for windage and elevation. So right here is your elevation screw. Simply turn it clockwise to lower your sight picture, or counterclockwise to raise it. Now the next screw is located here. This is for your windage. Turn it clockwise for right and counterclockwise for left. Now since you are buying this from mainland China, it's going to take, between 7 and 14 days to get to your house. And so guys, that pretty much wraps up the review of this EOTech sight. If you guys are interested in purchasing this beautiful sight, I highly recommend it. So as always guys, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.